you can actually start doing this today. And this is actually something that I highly encourage you to listen to it. Make sure you at least listen through the video presentation, because that's going to share a lot of information. But then I'm also going to share with you how we can work together to actually help you achieve more success quicker. And I know on one of the things, I will get to the one things how you can have literally like a 1700% ROI. And this is kind of ridiculous, but when I did it, I did make a post on Twitter sharing an income calculator or return on investment calculator. And this is something that a lot of times when you see presentations online, people are just trying to get you to buy a program or a software or something like that, where eventually it's going to help you make money or earn money, I should say, or have your money grow. But in this case here, this is something that it's actually going to using your own money, you can actually do. And that's what's really, really sweet about this opportunity tonight. So I'm really glad to share this with you. So let's go ahead and get rolling here. Basically, the number one secret that the wealthy use, and that they don't always share with people, because it's something you hear some of the experts talking about it, but majority of them do not, because it's something that they're not willing to share their secrets, because then they think that for whatever reason, maybe it's bad luck or something like that, that other people having these secrets will make them less successful. But in this case here, I'm really excited to share this with you, because when I had it shared with me, I'm like, this is something that everybody's got to know. And that's why I'm having this webinar, so to make sure that everybody is aware of this opportunity and what it can do for you. So the secret the wealthy use is the way that they save their money in the form of precious metals, in this case, and specifically gold and silver. Okay, and this is something where I want you to hear me out on everything that I have to share, because a lot of people are like, well, I can't do that. But yes, this is something that the everyday person, regardless of your income, you have the opportunity to do this. And that's part of the big secret, is everybody thinks they have to have X amount of dollars, that they can't afford to purchase gold and silver, because they have to be wealthy or have so much money to invest or save in it. But in this case here, what I'm going to share with you tonight, this is, regardless if your income is 100 grand a year or 15,000 a year, this is something that you can actually take advantage of and actually have it work for you and start building that generational wealth. And that's what everybody thinks, is that it's generational wealth is instantaneously, and it's not. It's something that you do have to build. It's basically having your money work for you. Okay, that's what I'm going to share with you tonight. So I'm going to share with you how you can save, and who can you trust. And then also, how do you know if you're getting a good deal? And like I said, it's going to cover how everybody thinks that they have to have X amount of dollars in order to save in the form of precious metals, but that is not true at all. Okay. And it can gold and silver really build true generational wealth? Well, a lot of the wealthy people would probably attest to this if they were being honest and share their secrets. This would be one thing that they would definitely say, that they have some form of they diversify, they have some form of their assets in the form of gold and silver. And I want to share also with you some points that financial institutions and your financial advisors do not want you to know. This is stuff that they're why they don't say. I know there's a reason why they don't share it with you. I'll get to that too after the short video. But also, most importantly, is how you can start today and what you can do yourself to take the actions to start building that generational wealth. And actually, it's simple steps, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. Okay. So who is this for? This is for anyone that understands the importance of saving in gold and silver, but they're not sure quite about how to go about doing it. Okay, it's for those that are looking for other options to save and control how much and how often they save. Like I said, because this can be, if you're on a tight budget or you're not on a tight budget, this is something definitely for you, regardless of your income. And it's also for those who have a job, but they don't have a 401k plan. Now, that's one thing that's a huge incentive for a lot of the bigger companies and corporations. They offer a 401k plan, and that's a benefit to their employees. Okay, but a lot of companies out there, especially some of the smaller businesses and the mom and pop shops, or your local stores, don't have, they're not big enough to share that opportunity with their employees. So this is another option for you, where you don't have to necessarily go far to figure out how to do it. You can, this option with what I'm sharing you tonight will actually show you how you can do it yourself. And that's the main key thing is doing it yourself and not relying on somebody else to do it for you. And it's simple to do. So if you're squeamish or, a little hesitant about this, like, well, I don't know if I would be able to do it. This is so simple to do. It's going to blow your mind. Okay. It's also for, with the thing with the 401k too, I know there's some companies or corporations too that you can't instantaneously get into their 401k fund. You have to work X amount of hours. I know at one point when I worked in retail sales, you had to have 600 working hours before you were eligible for their 401k. Okay. And so, this is something where if you're in one of those situations, or if you don't have a company that offers that, this is something that you can actually take part of and do yourself. Okay. So that's what's really great about it. And that's what I'd like to just kind of look at this whole, what I'm sharing with you tonight, as another version of a 401k, but everything's in your control. And also I'm going to show you how to exponentially grow your money and have your money working for you. And actually that's part of the special opportunity I want to share with you, is how you can actually get your gold and silver for free. Okay. So that's something that to stick around to the end, because the opportunity I want to share with you is just a phenomenal opportunity. Okay. But it's also for those who are looking for money for college. If you have a son or a daughter or grandkids that are going to be attending college and you're not sure how you're going to go about saving to get to that point, this is part of the reason when I had this introduced to me. That's part of the reason why I did, is because my son just recently graduated high school 2 Sundays ago. So I'm really proud of him. And this is something that, it's like, well, what can I do myself to help him out more? Be able to get that money working for me so I can help him out sooner. So this is one of those reasons too, is for money for college, but then also those who are looking just to put away a nice nest egg and grow their money at the same time. But also, like I mentioned, there is an opportunity here for if you're someone looking to make an additional income. This is by far the easiest way I've seen. In all the years I've been online, this is probably the best opportunity I've ever seen. And it's not really even an opportunity. It's just, I guess it is. It's something where you have the chance to take control of your own future and your own money and have it do something for you right away. Okay. And it's also someone who wants to teach their children the importance of precious metals and saving in gold and silver, because everybody hears it, everybody knows it, but the majority of people do not know how to go about doing it. They think they need to go through a financial broker or a financial advisor, or a broker or a financial advisor, or someone that has credentials, so to speak, and they're kind of limited by that. And I guess what's the term I'm looking for? It's a fallacy. It's something that's not true. So what I would like to do is, a lot of the stuff that I've covered here so far, a lot of these questions are going to be answered in the short. So it's a 17-minute video that I want to share with you. And I want you to pay attention to what is shared in this video. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to introduce you to this gentleman by the name of Zach Davis. He's one of the co-founders of this company called 7K. And the very first time I watched this video, I was pretty much floored by some of the information that was shared, because when you see things in the concept of black and white from then until now, the value of the dollar and how it's gone down and why it's gone down, and then also the value of gold and silver and it's gone up, and what it can do then versus now. And it's really mind blowing. So I pay close attention to this, and then what I want to do is, after this video, I'm going to jump back on and I'm going to share some important details with you on what you can do to get started today, and also share some opportunities with you. Okay, so which is really this great presentation here. Please pay attention, and I will be watching this video with you. I will be at the same time, I'm going to be if you see me step off for a second, because I'm making sure this is going live on YouTube and also on Twitter. Okay, so I appreciate you taking the time to be here with me. And really, like I said, this is a great opportunity. So let's jump right into the video. And again, this gentleman's name is Zach Davis, and he does an excellent job of sharing this. And this is why I wanted to share this on this presentation, because he does a very thorough job, and I couldn't have said it better myself. So let's get started with the video, and I'll be here watching it with you, and I'll be back on shortly after.
Welcome to 7K. Are you working harder for more money to cover the basics, but it just doesn't seem to go as far? Well, it's not just you. Higher costs and added financial pressures on families today are causing fear, uncertainty, and doubt on a large scale. In fact, as of May 2017, did you know that 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense? They'd have to rely on a credit card, selling something, or borrowing money if such event arose. So what's happening with your money? Well, it's in the numbers. If you look at this chart, in 1913, the Federal Reserve was created. You'll see at that point, $1 was worth $1 in spending power. But in 2013, The dollar was only worth about 5 cents. That's about a 96% reduction in value of the spending power of the dollar since 1913. Here's how it shakes out in real life. This is the everyday price index. This measures inflation for everyday spending in 3 different categories. So this is weighted for different expenses in each group, like more healthcare costs or education costs. Urban renters, 58.1%. Retired couples, 61.6%. Look at this for young families trying to start a family and own a home, 78.3% more inflation. Now look at these numbers. Now these are things that you have to have on a daily basis. Eating food at home costs 43% more between 2000 and 2018. 59% increase to eat out. Heat sources, 99%. Car insurance, 97%. Water and sewer, 133. Do you know anybody who'd like to go to college today? Maybe a child or grandchildren? 151% increase in college tuition. Medical care expenses, up 97% in the same time frame. Now, do you mind if I show you the case for sound money? Don't worry, it's just a fancy name for gold and silver. Gold and silver is one of the secrets the wealthy have always used for ages to amass and protect their wealth. In fact, governments and financial institutions know and use the secret. They are the largest holders of gold in the world today. There's a reason why. Look at this. What could you buy today with the same silver from 1965? But check this out. If you went to the grocery store and you wanted to buy a gallon of milk and took in 1 ounce of silver or $1 bill, you could purchase that gallon of milk in 1965. But in 2019, 1 ounce of silver would get you 5 gallons of milk. How many gallons of milk would $1 purchase you? Nothing. That's a 410% increase in buying power for silver. Look at the movie ticket. 1965, $1 or 1 silver ounce will buy you a movie ticket. In 2019, 1 ounce of silver would buy you almost 2 movie tickets. That's an 80% increase in the buying power of silver. That means that is a 95% reduction in the spending power of the dollar bill. Check this example out. 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 would buy you 1 Ford Mustang in 1965. But if you took $2,500 into the Ford dealership today, I promise you, you're not walking out with a Ford Mustang. Now, you might be able to get a down payment, but look what happens today in 2020 with the same 2,500 ounces of silver. You could actually purchase 2 Ford Mustangs. Now, here's a great example of the purchasing power of gold and the dollar. Question is, where would you put this $10,000 in 1965? Would you put it in a house or would you put it in gold? Here's how the numbers shake out for 2020. $10,000 put into a home would have turned into roughly $85,000. That's a pretty good return. But the same $10,000 put into gold is $528,251. That is a huge difference. So the question is, after seeing those statistics, does your financial future seem a little bit more challenging? But why aren't your financial professionals telling you about this? The truth is, they don't want you to know. They want you to think it's not important to know the secrets of sound money. But we believe in you and want to guide you in your journey to creating and protecting true wealth for your family and your legacy, because you deserve it. So we're going to show you how to use the secrets the wealthy have always used to confidently get ahead of the game now and forever. We are 7K. The 7K founders are on a mission to change the world. 100 plus years of successful business experience sits between them. In fact, they have changed multiple industries for the better. They have a passion for helping the average person get ahead. And one of these individuals actually created a company that is worth $2 billion today. They have shared abilities, but unique strengths that can help you to achieve the success you want. Here's a message from our founders. We created 7K because we genuinely want to improve the lives of people around the world. We have watched way too many of our friends struggle as the economy fluctuates, employment issues arise, or unexpected changes come up in life. Using the power of gold and silver, we believe we can provide a way for people to create financial independence, preserve their wealth, and live an exceptional life. We started this company because we believe in you. So here's some of the questions that we had when we found out about the power of sound money. Let me ask, do any of these resonate with you? Where should I buy it? Who should I trust? What should I buy? How do I buy in small quantities, and how do I get more of it? So we created a membership that solves many of the problems the average person like you and I face when we buy precious metals. One of the very first member benefits of being a member of 7K is dealer direct pricing on gold and silver bullion. Here's how the process works. The US Mint create coins. They sell those coins to a dealer, and then we sell those coins directly to you. No minimums, no maximums, period. This was just the beginning, and we didn't stop there. But first, the question about what should you buy? To answer that question, we created what we call our buyer certification program. Why? Because we already made all the mistakes so that you don't have to. This expert training helps you identify what type of buyer you are and understand the following. How the wealthy have always used sound money for their gain. The key factors to protect your personal finances in any economy. What's the value of MS-70 coin collecting and why it's potentially more valuable than bullion? Why governments and large institutions are the biggest buyers of gold and silver. Now, here's the 5 reasons for sound money. Hedge against poor government decision and potential economic collapse. Wealth accumulation, wealth protection, portfolio diversification, last, certainly not least, and probably one of my favorite, is coin collecting. In fact, what if I told you that we all made a $1.2 million mistake because we didn't understand the power of coin collecting? Did you know that if you had purchased one MS-70 Silver Eagle every month since 1986, it would have cost you roughly $40,000 to $50,000? Now that seems like quite a bit of money, but over time, it's really not compared to today's value of that coin collection. It would be worth $1.2 million. The problem is most of us lack a little bit of discipline. So we don't go down and purchase those coins every single month like we should. So we needed an easy way that doesn't require discipline to collect coins every month. And that's why we created our Auto Saver program. So we gathered a team of world-class experts to hand select collectible coins to take your collecting and legacy to the next level. Our world-class coins and collections are sent to your door every single month, giving you peace of mind that your saving is on autopilot. Here are the 3 different options that you have for the Auto Saver program. First is the basic. We send a 7K exclusive collection, MS-70 Silver Eagle or standard 7K label MS-70 Silver Eagle to your door every single month. Now, we run different labeled series like the US 50 State series for this tried and true collectible. This option features the steady as she goes and most popular collectible coin that has proven to be a great long-term value. Now, our variety coin. This will be quite a showcase when you're finished. These MS-70 coins tell an incredible story from start to finish, and they're delivered to your doorstep every single month. The specialty option are gold and rare silver collectible coins that are a specialty. Often these coins have a limited run of less than 500 coins in the world. With this option, you'll get a mix of both sent to your door every single month. Now, of course, these will be handpicked by our experts. Don't feel secure about storing your collection at home? No problem. We will store your collectibles for free when you actively buy a qualifying collectible coin every single month. Every month you buy is another month we store your coins for free in our private vault. These private vaults are 100% insured by Lloyd's of London. They're military grade security, have inventory management, movement tracking, electronic visibility, and like I said before, one of the coolest member benefits is free monthly storage when you're on a qualifying coin. Perhaps one of the most exciting things that we've done here at 7K as a member benefit is created what we call the Sound Money Wallet. This is a new age of precious metals that has arrived. It's 100% backed by physical inventory. You can buy it, store it, trade it, cash it out, and more. The power is back in your hands with zero hassle and zero headaches. Here's how it works. You can take cash and instantly convert your cash into gold with no fee. Take the same gold and instantly convert it back to cash at one of the best buyback rates on the market. How about silver? You can do the exact same thing. Member to member transfers. Instantly send gold, silver, or cash to other members for free. You can also take gold or silver straight to you. You can request your metals to be shipped to your door for the cost of shipping and insurance. It's that easy. It's about time gold and silver gave you the freedom that you deserve. And let me ask you something. How many of you like good deals and love to travel? Well, as a member here, one of the other benefits is our 7K Advantage Rewards program. This program is helping you live a lifestyle that's only you could design. There's 800 different ways to save. Exclusive offers on travel, local restaurants, wherever you are, everyday services that you're already using, and deals on the largest name brands. Save where you have to spend so you can spend more where you want. 7K getaways. Gold and silver are essential, and we believe it's the key to living a lifestyle and creating memories that will never fade. With our company sponsored trips, you will make memories that span the globe.
Bear with me a second there. I was trying to add something in the chat here. So
Hear what one of our customers has to say. In our 17-year marriage, my wife and I have never been on a plane together, let alone to a foreign country. Because of 7K getaways, we have now been on multiple trips together to places we never thought we would go. Now, remember, as of May 2017, 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense. So owning gold and silver is great. Traveling the world is great. But if you don't have the money to do those things, it can be very, very difficult. So here at 7K, we created a way where you can share, earn points, and get paid. Every time you share it with somebody else, you generate points. So when you purchase your membership, it creates a spot in the tracking center. You have the opportunity to build two teams, your left team and your right team. Every time you get 500 points on your left and 500 points on your right, it generates a $500 commission check. Let me just show you the multiple ways to earn. Membership and renewals, monthly autosaver program, rare coin sales, and retail sales. Every time a new member joins your team or a monthly auto saver coin is ordered, whether you shared it with them or another active associate on your team, you will collect points towards a cycle check. And let me show you how to rank up to unlock max pay. As an associate, you can earn up to $500 per week. A copper, $1,000 per week. A bronze, $2,000. Silver, $3,500 per week. As a gold, $7,000 per week. An executive gold, $10,000 a week. And as a presidential gold, $12,500 a week. There are a ton of benefits here at 7K. Here are just some. Residual income for a lifetime, like I just showed you. The autosaver program, where you set it and forget it. The Advantage Rewards program, where you can travel the world and have exclusive deals on some of the best name brands and some of your local favorites. 7K limited and rare coins. The Sound Money Wallet. 1099 tax write-offs because you'll be owning and running your own business. Gold-backed IRA. 7K healthcare program. The ability to buy precious metals at dealer direct pricing, and much, much more. So the question is, are you ready to change your life? Here are the two ways that you can get involved with us: the standard membership or the premium membership. Our standard membership is a 1-year membership. It includes the buyer certification training, collector's training, member direct pricing on unlimited bullion, no minimums and no maximums. The Advantage Rewards program, 3 technology credits, access to exclusive low mintage collectibles, 1 graded silver coin, and access to our exclusive Sound Money Wallet. Now, as a premium member, you get a 1-year membership, the buyer certification, collector's training, member direct pricing on unlimited bullion, the Advantage program. But instead of 3, you get 12 technology credits. You get access to exclusive low mintage collectibles. You get 1 MS-70 silver coin, 1 silver bullion coin, 10 business cards, 4 wealth strategy books, and access to the Sound Money Wallet, so you can begin sharing this unbelievable opportunity with others. So ask yourself, how would it feel to know that you had control over your financial future? How would your life be different if you had more time and more money to do what you love? The question is, will you join us in our mission to change the world? Pick a membership package and get started today. Thank you for spending some time with us. My name is Zach Davis.
Okay, Zach did a really excellent job there of explaining kind of the general overview, but what kind of stood out to me the very first time that I watched this was the examples of, the value of silver. But when he went to use the example for the 1965 Ford Mustang, if back in 1965, if you walked into the dealer with $2,500 or 2,500 1-ounce silver coins, you could buy a Ford Mustang and drive it off the lot and you had it paid for. If you walked into the dealer today with $2,500, you're looking at just a down payment and then 4 years or more of paying for the car. So that yet, if you walked into the dealer with 2,500 1-ounce silver coins, you'd be able to walk out with 2 brand new Ford Mustangs. So that right there was kind of like one of those, aha moments, or like one of those moments where it just really, really showed me how the cost or the value of the dollar had declined versus, precious metals, okay, where the value of the dollar has declined consistently, especially ever since back in 71 when Nixon took us off the gold standard, but also the value of precious metals, i.e. silver and gold in this particular instance, has increased, okay? And so then also his example with the house, if you invested $10,000 into a house back in 1965, you would get your return on the investment would be about $85,000 now, which is a good increase in value. But when you take that 10,000 and put it into gold, you're looking at over $500,000 worth of value right now. So it just those two examples right there were just really mind blowing for me. And then also when he shared the concept of Duell made the $1.2 million mistake, that is actually true. And it's the thing about it is, people are I've had people ask me, well, why would I want to collect in the form of a silver coin or a collectible? Well, there's a reason for that. There are certain tax advantages when you actually save in the form of, this is one of the things that your financial advisor or your bank will not let you know, is that if you save in the form of a collectible, like in this case here, this is what actually, let's see if it showed up here. This is a MS-70 graded silver eagle. So it's a perfectly graded coin. It's graded by NGC, the Numismatic Grading Corporation. So when they grade it, they put a serial number on it and a barcode, so it's trackable, it's traceable. You can actually go online and actually look up your coin, look up the value and everything like that. So it's something that this is a perfectly graded coin. So it's always going to maintain its pure 100% value because it's perfect. Okay. And when you save in the form of collectibles, any gain on your purchase is not reportable. Okay, that's one of the things, because the government was really specific as far as what was reportable. When you find, I think it's a 1099-B is what you have to fill, the form you have to fill out for any type of gain in assets. But in this case here, they were specific as to which types of gold and silver were taxable. Okay, so in this case here, like if you paid $100 for this and then say a year or two down the road or whatever, you go to liquidate and you get $200 for it, you do not have to report that difference. Okay, so this is something that, double check with your accountant or CPA, and but that is like, this is how you kind of finagle that or whatever, that's up to you. But that's just something to keep in mind. So in this case here, if going back to 1986, if you would have collected a silver eagle each month up until now, you'd pay, like you said, roughly $40,000 to $50,000 because you're getting perfectly graded coins. But at the same time, that's worth over $1.2 million. Okay, so that just shows you the power of it. Okay, and that's like one hell of a return. You're getting into the Amazon effect there, where you have your investment is just exploding. Okay, so it's something, and this is the thing, is this is over the course of time, and this is something where people need to understand it's building true generational wealth. It's not just boom instantaneously. You see it with, there are certain gains to certain things, like, Bitcoin took off like wildfire, but at the same time, that's so volatile. Whereas over the course of time, regardless of the value, what the US dollar is doing, and every country around the world everything's based off the value of the US dollar. But regardless of what the US dollar is doing, gold and silver has always been the true one form of asset that's, is maintained its value. Okay. So in this case here, like you could easily do this with a very minimal start. And what it's going to do is it's actually going to build over the course of time. But what I want to show you and share with you is something that, he had talked about the membership packages here. So before I get into that, what I want to do is just give you a little bit of a brief, quick overview about 7K Metals. They are an actual company. They have they're located in Idaho Falls, Idaho. So if you were in that city, you could actually walk in their front door. They have normal business operating hours. That you have phenomenal. I can say this is by far one of the best support teams, that they have, that I've ever come in contact with, so if you have questions after hours, you can contact, they have a chat support and you can contact them. And 99% of the time they will have answers for you. But in the case where there isn't, they have to go to another department. You usually get an answer the very first thing the next day. And actually at one time I had one of the customer service people actually called me first thing in the morning to give me an answer on my question. But they do have, they have a contact phone number here. They have their main website. They have a Better Business Bureau rating of A+, and they have customer reviews of 4.5 out of 5 stars, and also 0 customer complaints, which is outstanding. That's what you want to see when you're any type of company you want to do the research on to find out what they're doing, and how legitimate and everything they are. But by far, this is one of the, out of all the opportunities I've ever seen online in the last 5 years, and pretty much online period, this is by far I would put it as the biggest pay it forward type program. Okay. It's something that they want you to be successful, because obviously if you're successful doing something, you share the opportunity with people. And that's one of the things is like if you go to a restaurant or like see a movie or something, and you like the food at the restaurant, or you like the movie or whatever, you go recommend it to a friend or something. You don't get anything from the restaurant or the movie theater for referring that person to come see the movie or eat at the restaurant. So this is their way of paying it forward. It's like they want to make sure that, hey, you're helping us out by sharing this opportunity, but at the same time, we're going to help you out for doing it. Okay. And that's what I want to share with you here tonight is something really kind of mind blowing. But real quick on the co-founders of 7K are Zach Davis, who just did that video for us, and then Richard Ball and Josh Anderson. And if the name Richard Ball looks familiar to you, and his presentation, he referred to the one owner that actually created a $2 billion company. That's Richard Ball. He's the founder of Melaleuca, and everybody knows that they've been around for decades, and they're really a solid company. So these guys got together, and it's like, what can we do? What can we do to make the purchase of gold and silver so that the everyday person, regardless of their income, can actually have an opportunity to do it? Because like I said at the beginning, there's this fallacy that people think that you have to have X amount of dollars in order to save in the form of gold and silver. But at the same time, they think they have to have, that it's got to be an instantaneous wealth thing. But in this case here, with what 7K does, they offer an opportunity to do a little bit at a time. So regardless of your income, you could actually start today. And that's what's really nice about this, because at the same time, the minute you start building the opportunity to, one, share it, but then also at the same time earn points as far as to getting free gold and silver. And I'll get to that in a minute as well. But he talked about the membership packages, and with the membership packages, it's not like you're just paying a fee and that's it, and it just goes into thin air. But for one, like getting back to the NGC, this graded coin here, in order to, if you are a coin collector, if you have these coins or whatever, and you wanted to have a coin graded, okay, for one, you'd have to have a membership to NGC, okay, and that costs $25. In order to have one coin graded, that's just to have it graded is $35. So that's $60 right there. And then you don't even know if the coin's going to come back graded perfect or not. But what's important about having it graded is, like I said, it's going to always maintain its value, but at the same time, it's when you walk into a coin shop or one of those gold and silver places, and if you wanted to liquidate it that way, if it wasn't graded, they're gonna nickel and dime you, and they're gonna say, well, we've got our overhead. What if we can't move it? So by the time you walk out, you're not getting what you paid for it. If you walked in with this perfectly graded coin, you're going to get the top dollar for it. Okay. But then also at the same time, it's this case is a hard plastic case. In order to get it out, you would have to bust it. But with part of their membership, they're doing all the legwork for you. They're ensuring that you get a perfectly graded coin. Okay. So, when you sign up for the autosaver and once a month say you get this coin, you're getting a perfectly graded coin. So over the course of time, everything that you're building up is perfectly graded and it's going to maintain its value. But at the same time, like with this autosaver program, with this, they're doing with the basic autosaver, you get the Silver Eagle and it's the state series. So each one has the state that it's has a special label for the 7 key metals in the state. But then also, just think if like my personal goal is 4 years down the road, like he referenced that $1.2 million mistake of all the Silver Eagles. Well, okay, so that's one example there, but my goal is to put together the 50 states of the United States. So once you have that complete collection, so you have all 50 states, they're all perfectly graded. Collectors would be chomping at the bit to get their hands on that because it's a complete set. They're all graded perfect. You can't ask for anything better. So that's just something to keep in mind. So just thinking about the value of that over the course of time, and that would take me like just over 4 years to get the 50 states. And then at that point, the value of it's going to be huge. Okay. So when you get your membership, so that's part of their legwork because they're putting in, there's all these benefits that are tied into 7K. And that's what people have to understand is that it's not just a fee. This is something when you create your membership. I went with the basic membership because at the time I started with 7K, it was like exactly 2 weeks before Christmas. I had already, kind of was extended as far as my income goes, as far as Christmas presents and everything. So I went with the basic, and actually send you this book here. It's the Miles Standish Presents American Silver Eagle book, and it goes over the history of the American Silver Eagle. And it also comes autographed, so that's really nice. But then also they do send you a graded coin. At the time, I received an MS69 with my membership, which is just a hair shy of being perfect, but it's still a high dollar. It's going to maintain its value. But also at the same time, you do get the member advantage reward. So that's something it's something that you don't have to pay extra for. It's included. But also what let's go here. Well, I don't want to go to that one yet. Sorry about that. So there's a lot involved with the membership. Okay. But at the same time, as like Zach was referring to in the presentation, is once you start referring this and you're earning passively from it, and that's what I wanted to share with you here is a really great opportunity coming up, is you have tax advantages when it comes to that, because you're operating as a business, like he said. So even and this is something you would want to go over with your accountant as well too, but I know that you would be able to use your membership fee as on your tax deductions, because it is a fee that you have to have in order to actually help promote the company or actually share the opportunity with people. But that's what I want to share with you here is just go over a real basic. This is something, let's go here. Okay, so if you went with the basic, and I did this last night, actually, I calculated this out. If you went with the basic membership, okay, or the standard membership, that's $199 for that, okay. But with the autosaver, and say if you went with the basic autosaver shipment, that's where you would get the Silver Eagle, okay, like this one here, and it's actually $105 per month, okay. So, but with the insurance and the shipping to you, it's $116. So that comes out to actually $3.87 a day. But okay, let me just show you this. So when you qualify as an associate, okay, what I did is I took the number 12 months times 116. So over the course of a year, it would cost you $13.92. Okay, that's with just the basic. Okay, there's other plans that you could do too, but I'm just using this for a rough example. So once you qualify as an associate, where you have 1% on your left and 1% on your right, you're qualified to hit $500 per week. Okay, so positioning, and this is very important, it's critical, because the sooner you start, the quicker the people are going to be below you. So every time somebody that is below you that you sign up or that's in your downline gets an autosaver shipment shipped to them, the points that they have not only go to their account, but they also go to your account. Okay, and so basically you get the points for when they create their membership, but then also their autosaver, and any purchase they make actually goes into their point total and goes into yours as well. So that's how you would get the 500 points on each side. Okay, so just using these numbers. So if you qualified for an associate right away and your downline was you hit the points to actually get the 500 points a week, um, your your potential to receive is $26,000 in a year. So that calculates out to a $24,608 gain. Okay, so your ROI is 1,767, 1,767%. So, and that's just over the course of a year. So that's just, I wanted to share this because people are not sure how that would work. But this is to say, okay, like a lot of it depends on how much you're going to share the opportunity. If it's something that when you see this, not this screen, but when you see how the value of this company and what they're doing for you, because not only are you okay, so yeah, you're paying this $13.92 over the course of a year. All right, so that's $116 per month. But not only are this is building the wealth for yourself, but you physically have something. Okay, like if you put $116 a month in a bank every month, and with the way the savings interest rate is now, you're going to get a couple pennies here and there. It's going to be nothing. Whereas this here, because you're not only saving, you're actually getting the physical gold and silver, but at the same time, you're earning passively in the process just for sharing it. Okay, so as far as being able to share it, that's something that how much you share it's going to only benefit you. Okay, and like that's when I was really excited when this was brought to me, because it's like, you know what, this is something that people don't realize, that you don't have to have hundreds of thousands of dollars just to save in gold and silver. You can actually start creating a different future for your family, or through your generation. If whether you're poor or middle class or rich, this is something that you can actually do to continue or to start building wealth. Or if you're in the position where you're already at that, you can continue to build on it. And it's something that's just a little bit over the course of time. Like I said, it comes out to like saving $3.87 a day. Okay, so this is something just to keep in mind. That's why I want to do this screen here, to show everybody what the kind of breakdown is. Like if you got excited about this and shared with a couple of people right off the bat, you're looking at the potential of getting an additional $26,000 a year, and that's just as an associate. Now, there are people that have ranked up all the way to presidential gold. That's 12, and this is per week. This isn't per month, or you have to wait 30 days for it. Once you hit those points, you qualify, as an associate or above. You hit that point total during the week. They put that money into your account. So it's how it works. It's not rocket science. It's very easy and simple to do. It's just share the opportunity, and the rest kind of takes care of itself. So like this was the book I was holding up before. This is the American Silver Eagle book. This coin here is the MS-70, the one that I was holding up here in a few minutes ago. And then this is the MS-69, the one that I got with my membership package. Okay, so this, if it's okay with you, I want to go over this real quick with you so you understand. And then I want to share how we can work together and really help you qualify quick and make a difference in your life and my life, and work together as a team. And that's the whole concept of 7K. Is it's a team effort. It's pay it forward. That's what they want to do. They got together and they want to make it something gold and silver easily accessible for everybody. And so in order to do that, they said, okay, we're going to create this compensation plan, and in the process, people that share it get rewarded for it. And that's why it's like together to work as a team. In order to actually hit those ranks of like associate or above, you do have to work together as a team. Okay, and I'll explain that more here in a quick second. But I'm also going to show you this. I have the income disclosure up here because we are talking about money and gold and silver and the possibility of earning commission. So I have this up here as well. But like with the standard membership costs $199. With it, you would get 50 points. Okay. And it's like, say, if you referred somebody to 7K and they use your link, because when you create your membership, you get you create a username, and that username is going to be your personal website. Like in this case here, my personal website is www.7kmetals.com/rickf, my first name and first letter of my last name. So when you create your username, you get your own website. So that's what you can refer to people as well. And on the website, there's like 3 short bullet point videos that people can watch. And there's a button below it where it says, I think it says something like "sounds good, I'm in," and you click that. And then like, because this is a truly a pay it forward company, it'll even say, like, if you went to my website right now and type that in, it'll say who referred you, because that they want to pay it forward. Okay. So in this case here, you would put Rick F. And, just like in the future, after you create your account, you would tell your users that go to your website to put in your name if they wanted to create a membership. Okay. So that's how that works. And like I said, when you do create your username, try and keep it something short, something that's easy to remember. That way, if you're, in passing, meeting somebody, if you don't have a card or whatever, you can say, just go to this website and use, have an easy to remember username, but also try to maintain that level of professionalism, because to maintain the integrity of 7K, because they really are an outstanding company. And I wish this was shared with me years ago, because it really would have made a more of a huge impact in my life. Okay. So anyways, with the standard membership, it's $199, you get 50 points. The plus membership is $359, that's 100 points. And the premium membership is $499, but you get 150 points with that. Okay. So you see, even if you own with the basic, and that's like I was doing the numbers for this, the standard membership is $199, but like when you go to here, the autosaver program, there's 3 different types. Right now with the State Series Silver Eagle, it's 105, but then with the shipping and insurance, it's another total, it comes out to 116. And then the variety is this, it's a Animal State Series, where it's actually a colorized coin. So that's $139 a month. And then the specialty that varies, like from what I understand, the last one from May was a 2-ounce silver coin that was very low mintage graded. Okay, so that can vary. Okay, so, and the thing is, when you with your autosaver, you don't have to pick they give you 5 choices: the 1st, 8th, 15th, 21st, and 26th. So like say today's June 3rd, if you wanted to have your autosaver start on June 15th, you could pick that date, or the 8th, or whatever date. As long as you stay active or have one shipment sent to you within 30 days, you maintain your status, your level, whether you're an associate or above. You maintain that position, but then also your points continue to accrue. So like if you were doing this from the standpoint of like I said, you don't have to do this where you want to do it to make money. If you just wanted to create a membership and just get access to rare and graded coins at the best possible price, you could just do that. But by default, because what I want to share with you today, by default, even if you didn't want to earn passively, if this is done correctly, you will. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind also. But like say if you didn't, if you just wanted to set up the autosaver, you could do that and just, pick each day of the month. But if you were doing it to earn passively and hold your rank, you would want to make sure that you make a purchase within 30 days. Okay. And the easiest way to do it, and that's why they set this up with the autosavers, it's kind of like the 401k. With a 401k plan, you pick what percentage comes out of your paycheck. So even before you get your paycheck, if the money's already taken out of it, you don't think anything of it. So, it's being taken out, but, until you actually go to use your 401k, you don't really see the totals of what you have built up over time. But in this case here, like with the autosaver, that's like I said, attribute to the same as a 401k plan. So you pick a day, pick a package, and then once a month, they'll send you an email that says, hey, we charge your credit card or your bank debit X amount, whichever package you have, say, we charge you $116. Here's your receipt. Then they'll send you an email with here's your tracking number for your package. And that way, the minute, your package is sent out the door, you can track it. And I'm here in Illinois in the United States. And so since day one, every shipment that hits come to me is got here in 2 days. It's always been 2 days with FedEx. So that's one thing to think about too. And so like when you just create, you pick your membership package, pick your day of the month, and you can actually change the day of your month. But if you're at the point where you're ranking, getting qualifying points to get a passive income, you want to make sure that it's still within the 30 days. But you can actually change this. This is a screenshot, so I can't drop it down, but there are 5 days to choose from. And that's how you're wondering, well, how would I get 500 points per week to qualify as an associate? Because everybody that joins below you is not going to be picking the same day as far as their autosaver. So you'll see your point totals fluctuate over the course of the month, but then also too, the points build up. And I won't get into it right now. Once I'll reach out to you more personally on a direct way to explain the spillover thing and everything to you. But your points will continue to accumulate. Okay. But one thing I did want to say is, like, if people are like, well, what if I want to, Rick, what if I want to, if an emergency comes up, what do I do? So if you have your very first shipment that you get does have to come to you. It's part of their checks and balances. This is how they know that you are who you say you are. Your address is where it is. When you create your membership, you will need to have your social security number and also have your driver's license or state ID or wherever, your country ID, because that's the information. Make sure when you create your membership, your ID, the address on your ID matches where your package is coming to or shipment is coming to, because that's part of their checks and balances, because they are dealing with money, and gold and silver. So they have a real good system, to do like a checks and balance thing. So after you get your first shipment, if you wanted to have it put, if whatever you choose qualifies for the Sound Money vault or the wallet, you could actually have 7K store your gold or silver for you. However, if you did have it come to you, because like in one of the training videos, one of the, and they, by the way, they have a phenomenal step-by-step training course to their buyer certification program. It is really excellent. It's detailed, and it's one of those things where I encourage everybody to go through it once you create your membership. But you can, if you don't have the time like today or tomorrow to do it, you can start it, pause it. When you go back to it, it picks up right where you left off. So you don't have to do one of these things where you have to keep going back to the beginning. So you have a real nice system. But in their training videos, one of the gentlemen says that with gold or silver, like if you're, going through a broker or something, you don't physically have the gold or silver. Everybody has claims to that money. And he says his recommendation is, if you don't physically own it and it's not in your hand, then you technically don't own it. Other people have rights to it. So in this case here, if you have the gold or silver, it's coming to you, then you're definitely building the wealth, and it's going to increase in value. But then also, if you ever wanted to liquidate it, say a couple of years down the road, like you had a major expense come up or something, you need like $2,000 for an emergency. I'll just use it as an example. You could actually contact 7K, and they would email you a form. You print it out, fill out the information on what you want to have liquidated. You take the coins, package them up, send them FedEx. As soon as they get them, they inspect them, make sure that everything matches with what you're trying to do, and then they'll give you the exchange rate for that day based on what you send them. And because these are all serial numbered and tracked by 7K, they'll know exactly what you're sending back, because they'll actually be able to track it versus what you send them versus what they sent you. Okay. So that's another checks and balance type thing too. But then what they would do is, that day that they have it, they would, after they give you the value, say, okay, this is what it is. And then they could put that money into your checking account. Okay. So, but if you had it money in the Sound Money wallet or Sound Money vault, that's stuff that can be done the same day. If you wanted to liquidate $2,000 worth of gold or silver and have it turned into cash, you could have that money in your bank account the same day. Whereas like with a 401k, you're looking at least minimum 3 to 5 days in order to actually get the money that's yours. But then on top of it, you're paying an additional fee to have it expressed to you. So this is something that, just keep that in mind too. Is like I said, consider it like a type of 401k, but at the same time, you do have access to it, and there is ways of liquidating it. Plus, they have something that they just came out with. It's going to be available to every member starting in July. It's a program called Stack and Save, where what you can do is you can actually, when you get your coins, it's a software that they came out with where you can put in the serial number of the coin and what it is, and then it'll actually keep a running tally of what your collection's worth. Okay, and so that way it gives you an idea, just so you can look at a glance. You can check it at any time, and it'll show you the value of what your collection's worth, which is actually pretty cool. It's something brand new that they're coming out with. Is an exclusive program that they're software that they're doing. But then also, like the Sound Money wallet, that is exclusive to them. They came up with that idea. So that's where, like you said, you could take cash, turn it into gold, and gold back to cash. Same with silver. Or you could actually, in this case here, if you have family members that are going to sign up with this, you could actually transfer money and gold and silver to them if you'd like. Okay, so like say if you're living in Illinois, you have a son or a daughter or whatever, or another member that's in California or New York or something, you could actually go in there and daily transfer whatever you wanted to them. So that's what's kind of nice about the Sound Money Wallet too. So there's a lot of advantages, a lot of benefits. They did a lot of thinking on this as far as how they could make this the most user-friendly, easiest way for people to save and also earn at the same time. So that's why I was really excited to share this with everybody, because it is a great opportunity. So just to cover how you become an associate or above, and then I'll get to you with the very special offer tonight. So you receive months on your monthly autosaver. So anytime that you have a coin shipped to you, the points associated with you, that goes in your downline. Okay, and you can choose left or right. And then when someone else joins under you, you get the points for when they join, but then also their monthly autosavers, those points actually go into your downline as well. Okay, that's how you rank out, you hit qualify for the 500 points. So you got their membership points, the autosaver points. Then any purchase, like I said, you're going to have your own website. So if you listed your website, say on your Facebook profile or someplace, and somebody goes and they clicks on it, they're like, hey, that's pretty cool. Because they do have different products. It's not just specifically graded coins. They do have, like right now, they have a special silver certificate that's rare. It's like a limited edition, but they also have jewelry too. And there's different coins and stuff that you can get that are not graded. Plus, you can get bullions and bars as well. Okay, so that's any type of purchase that's made on your website. Those points and stuff get added to your account as well. So there's a lot of benefits there too. But then also, if somebody just out of randomly went to your website and they're like, hey, that looks pretty cool, they could actually, when they went to purchase it, a little pop-up will say, hey, if this is your price now, but if you become a member, this is your price. So there's another indirect way that you could actually get referrals to your that to sign up to. It's just kind of like built into their website, which is a really nice feature. Okay, so explaining the left and right, okay, to qualify as an associate. A lot of people it took me a bit to understand this, but the way Zach says it in buyer certification and the training and everything is the best way to do it, is to describe it as you get two people, and then you help those two people get two more, and then you get two. So this would be you. So your first direct referral would be one on your left and one on your right. And you always want to maintain that left, right thing going, okay? So once you get these first two referrals, you qualify as an associate. So you're already at the level where you could earn $500 per week. But also what they've been doing since the end of last year, that's really special and kind of limited right now. I'm not sure how much longer they're going to do it, but if you had like 300 points on your left and right, but you weren't at the 500 point per week thing, once you hit that, at least 250 left and right, they send you a payment for 250. Okay, so that's just their way of helping you again, or everybody, get ahead real quick. Okay, so you have one left and one right. So you got two, and then you help these two people here get to one left, one right, one left and one right. So they become an associate. You're an associate, they become an associate. Then your next two direct referrals qualifies you as a copper. So you'd be at $1,000 per week. Okay, that's what you'd qualify for. So you can see how just by some people aren't able to, they're not outgoing, they're shy, they don't want to share it with other people. So when you sign up people, communicate with them. That's what I want to, the opportunity I want to share with you tonight is a way to get around that too. Okay. Actually, shouldn't say get around it, but to help you. Okay. So make sure that, you want to get direct referrals, but at the same time, if your downline isn't growing and they're not having success, then you're not going to have success. So this, like I said, they have the most true pay it forward program that they're going to help you, but at the same time, you need help other people too. And that's what I really like about it. It's not one of these things where you just, keep shooting out a link and people click on it and hoping that people sign up. This is something where you need to work with your downline. And I just from my personal experience, I wish the people that I signed up under would do that with me, but they didn't. So I've never heard hide or hair. I did actually I did contact the guy who I was enrolled under, but until I did that, I never heard from him. And after he answered one question I had, he just kind of shrugged it off. And it's you need to work as a team, and that's what I want to share with you tonight. Okay, so here's just the way it really realistically looks. I did this to show you the get two referrals, and then help those two get two more. But this is how it would look like. There's your first two direct referrals, then your left and right, and then your very next referral is here on your left and right. Okay, and then you just keep going. So at the same time as you're growing your downline this way, these people here will be growing as well. Okay, and that's how you qualify for the higher ranks as well too. Okay, so to cover the go over the potential. Let me see, move my head out of the way there. To cover the potential here, associates just one left and one right. Your copper is you have two on your left and two on your right. So let's back to here. You would have two left and two right. So when you have two left and two right, you have, because this would be your first 1, 2, 1, and here's your first one left, second one left. That should actually be an L1, L2, and R2. Your first right, second right. Okay. So two, and you have two associates underneath. You qualify for $1,000 per week. Bronze is 3 and 3 and $2,000 per week. Silver is when you hit rank of silver, you get $3,500 a week. And as a special bonus, another thing that's just phenomenal that they're doing. If you qualify for silver in your first 90 days, and you maintain that rank for 45 days. So say if you started today and then 2 months from now, you qualify as silver. If you're able to, within the first 90 days or 3 months, if you're able to hold that rank for 45 days, whereas, people don't fall off or whatever, or stop doing their autosavers or something, 7K is going to send you a 100-ounce silver bar. It's their award to you for paying it for it. Just that extra bonus that says, hey, we appreciate what you're doing, sharing our opportunities, so we're going to reward you again. And what they usually like to do is, when they have events, they have several events throughout the year. And I know they were limited because of COVID and that, but now with things opening back up, they just had one event like 2 weeks ago in Salt Lake City. They like to have at the events, if you're able to attend, they'd like to, present it to you on stage. So they make a big deal out of it, which is really nice because it's really them showing their appreciation. And from what I understand, at the last event, they gave out over $72,000 worth of gold and silver awards and everything. So they're constantly paying it forward. So this is really an outstanding opportunity for you to take advantage of. And look, like I said, literally, you could do this you could actually even go with the basic membership, or if you just want to do that, if you're a super tight budget and you want to go with the basic membership, you could still qualify all the way up to $12,500, depending on how involved and active you are with your downline and helping share the opportunity. Okay, so this is really, a lot of it depends on you, but that's why my special offer to you is going to be here in a moment. So after the silver, it's gold at $7,000 per week. Executive goal is $10,000 a week, and presidential goal is $12,500 a week. Okay, so even if you only went as far as an associate, you're still looking at $26,000 a year extra. That's $1,000 at a copper, which is very obtainable. You're at $52,000 a year. That's more than most people make an entire year. Okay, so it's like this is just, and it's all by saving. That's what you have to understand. It's not you're saving money, you're actually getting something, and then you're earning substantially in the process. That's what's really great about this program. So just to end this income disclosure here, they did this. These numbers here are based from going from November of 2016 to October of last year. And with this, out of all the members that received some type of, that qualified for a compensation check, the majority of the people that qualified were 92% of them were associates. Okay, so that means that they had left and a right, and they were getting the 500 points. So 92% of the people were associates, 6% were copper, 1% were bronze, 1% were silver, or less than 1% was silver. And then there were some gold and executive golds, but again, that's less than 1%. So that's why there's nothing here. So, and it's like, this is just kind of gives you a breakdown. So it really shows you your effort and what you put into it is going to make the difference. Okay, and let me do this. The member benefits. So besides having silver, physical silver and gold coming to you and you're saving in that, and the compensation plan, I'll just recap everything here that you get with a member when you create your membership. Okay, so like I said, don't think that the fee is just a fee for the heck of it. It's going straight in someone's pocket. They have, they have a building, they have overhead and everything too, but this is what they're doing. Yeah, they have that cost, but then they're giving so much more back to the people. That's what's just phenomenal here. So you have access to the Sound Money wallet. You get the auto saver program, which, like I said, I would kind of attribute to it just like a 401k, just once a month. If they charge your credit card or your debit card, and you're saving that way. You have the 7K healthcare program. They do offer health insurance. Now, I know, like any company, they have an open enrollment period. So depending on when you join, or if you join it, you would have to contact them just to see if you didn't have insurance, what you could do. But I do know that they do offer like a supplemental insurance as well. So that is something that it's another benefit. They're doing another purchase to help you and I succeed, okay, to make life easier. So like if you have insurance, then you don't need to worry about it or whatever. But if you don't, or if you wanted a supplemental, you get that too. You get the dealer direct pricing. So, basically they're going from the mint to a dealer. They're getting it straight from the dealer, and there's no other markups. What they pay through the dealer is what they're charging you and I. So regardless if you buy 1 ounce of silver or you buy 200 ounces of silver, the price per ounce is still going to be the same. Like a lot of companies out there, you have to buy X amount to get a better price. No, with 7K, whether you buy one of something or you buy 1,000 of them or more, it's going to be the same piece price, or in this case here, the same ounce price. Okay, so that's what's really sweet about 7K on that. You get the rare and limited edition coins. They have a special thing called coin drops. Actually, I know they have one coming up tomorrow where they have rare collectibles. Usually, a lot of times they're 500 or even less than that mintage. Where they have a coin drop, they announce like that, where they send a text message once you register with their text message system, and it's like, and they do send emails too. It's like, hey, we have a coin drop. So at a specific time, they'll release limited edition coins, and then in most cases they go up pretty quick. So, but they do have them on various dates in that too. But that usually happens every like 2 to 3 weeks, roughly, at least since I've been with them. And they've had some really sweet collectibles. But you get the 1099 tax advantages. Like I said, once you start receiving income or passive income, you are considered acting as a business. So this is something that if you're not sure how to go about doing that too, I'm not a tax expert, but I would recommend you just contact like a CPA or something, or maybe even just, I guess, food for thought, go through LinkedIn and contact an accountant or something there and just ask them what they think. Just an idea. Then the gold-backed IRA. What type of companies online give you healthcare and then offer a gold-backed IRA? This is just unbelievable. But that is an option, that's an advantage of being a member. You have the 7K Advantage rewards, which that's something you get regardless. If you can save you a couple bucks here and there, they do have it for the phone app and too, where you can just put in your city or whatever. It'll show whatever offers or opportunities or savings are there in that city. You have residual income for a lifetime. Like I said, this is just an unbelievable opportunity where if you stay active, your downline stays active, and you interact with them, and that's what I'm sharing with you tonight. You can actually have this income for life. Okay, some people are doing this just in addition to their job. Some people are actually doing this full time. So it's however you want to do it. And even if you just you enjoy what you're doing, and you still want to work whatever you're doing, you can do that and still make a substantial amount of money on the side, with the efforts and everything that you put into it. But like I said, it does require effort. So the more effort you put into it, the more results you're going to see. Plus, then you also get the benefits of e-commerce sales from your website. So what I would like to share with you tonight is, because this is a true, like, in the spirit of 7K, paying it forward and helping people out. That's what I want to do. I want to work with you. I want to help you out. Okay. And that's where I want to work together as a team. And it's not my team or your team, it's our team. And what I would like to do is help you qualify like the way it's supposed to be done. Okay. That's where I feel, I wish somebody would have approached me with this even at the beginning. I was just excited to have the opportunity to be able to save in gold and silver, because I've always been a collector to some extent, but in coins. But for the longest time, I've been doing copper coins with where they're minted and everything, or they have the date or whatever. I did this kind of a family tradition. But so when I was introduced this was introduced to me, I was like super excited about this. I'm like, this is phenomenal. This is great. This is something everybody should have the chance to do. So what I would like to do is I would like to work with you. Okay. Like I said, going back here, in order for you to be successful here, and to rank up and everything, you do need help, because at some point, yeah, you can refer family members in that to it, but there is a limit you can have. There's 2 per household, but only one person can create a team in the household. So like to say, if you're watching this and your husband would like, yeah, I could have my husband do this, or vice versa. If you'd want, you could have your wife do it or whatever, or your son or daughter. You would, when you create your membership, that other person in your household has to join through you. So in that case here, say this was you and your husband went to join up, the first direct referral you would have would be him. Okay. And then this is where I would come into play too, where I would help you get your second direct referral. Now, if you know somebody, like say if you have neighbors or people at work or something that, that would be chomping at the bit to, that would love something like this, let me know that when you reach out to me, and we can decide, where strategically we can help, share your referral ID or referral link. Okay. But that's what I do. In order for you to succeed, in order for me to succeed and you to succeed, we need to work together. Okay. Because you can only go so far, like, unless, if you had like a church organization or something like that you could present this to, yes, you're going to be able to rank up and qualify quicker. But at the same time, you still need to help the people below you rank up and qualify. Okay. So that's what I would like to do, is give you the opportunity to work together. And this is something, what I would like you to do now is to send me an email to rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. And in that email, give me your best contact email address, one that you check all the time, like a Gmail or something, or whatever you check all the time. And then also give me your phone number. And no, I'm not going to be calling you left and right. I just want that for the purpose of texting. So if it's like your text, your cell phone or whatever. And what I'm going to do is, when you email it to me, I'm going to in turn give you my phone number so you can contact me direct. Okay. And I'd prefer texting or emails before the phone call, because it is my personal phone. So it's something like, the main reason is for texting. Okay. So like if you're needing help with something, like, hey, Rick, or you have questions or whatever, their 7K's website they have an excellent FAQ section. Their chat support, their support people are there all the time. They can help you too. But if you're not getting an answer, you're not 100% sure, if you're talking to somebody about it, you need like an instantaneous answer, I can help you where I can. But at the same time, if you go through the training and everything, you'll learn so much through that. And like I've actually, before I started doing these presentations, I went through it 4 times. Okay. There's such a wealth of information, and each time you learn a little bit more. But so what I think you do is send me your email and your phone. And then what I'll do is I'll email you a link back. Okay. And that link, it's not even going to be my own link. Like this is my link here, 7kmetals.com/rickf. Like if you wanted to click that, I would get a notification, because once somebody signs up under you, you get an email notification saying, hey, congratulations, so-and-so just signed up. And so you have 36 hours. That's just how the time limit they put on to put it on your left or right. And like I said, you want to go left, right. But without getting into too much detail, there's a thing in your back office called a holding tank. So you want to have that checked, so when people come in, they automatically go in there. Or by default, I believe the system is set up to go to your left automatically, but you want to be able to place them left and right, or else they'll just keep going down on the same leg. And it'll eventually benefit you, but it doesn't benefit you from the start. And the main thing is to get, my goal here is to work with everybody that through this webinar and through this presentation, everybody that reaches out to me directly. My goal is to help everybody achieve the associate rank first. So at least everybody that's working together on our team is making $500 a week. And then we'll go up to the next step. So then as I'm ranking and you're ranking, everybody's ranking across the board. That's where I said we need to really work together as a team. I would love to have everybody on our team get to the presidential gold, that would be like huge, would have, a ton of people ranking presidential gold. That would just be phenomenal, but that it requires teamwork. Okay. So I will email you a link. And then as soon as you get that link, and I'll have my phone number there too, create your account right away, and then send me your username or your link. It'll be 7kmetals.com/ whatever your username is. send that to me, and then I'll in turn share that with the next person. So it's first come, first serve. So as you do that, the very next person that I shared your link with will give you a member on your left or right. So like I said, and also if you are somebody that knows a lot of people that are like chomping at the bit to get into this, let me know that too when you email me, because then I can reach out to you and say, okay, well, how do you want to handle it? Do you want to recommend this to your people you know first and then have me use it, or we can work it however you want to. Okay, but that's, like I said, it's communication back and forth. And I'm working on it now, but I will have a Facebook group just for our team, so it would be exclusive to the people that are all of us that are working together, so we can communicate that way too. And I will be actually, after this webinar, I'm going to be working on a website that's strictly kind of like an informational website for all of us to go to look at. And I can, like post stuff about events or something coming up. And that way, if you're not, get in touch, make sure when you create your 7K Metals account, your membership, you'll get notifications from them too. But then I'll also be doing some special stuff for us, and like kind of giving, I'm looking to start at sometime by the end of July, just to have monthly giveaways for our team, stuff, little incentives, bonuses to people that are, happy to share the opportunity, but just for us to getting together and sharing everything, I'll be having giveaways just for us to kind of like just a bonus thing, a little bit extra. Plus, when you send me your email address and phone number, also put your mailing address on there as well. Okay. Because what I want to do is I'm putting together a couple of things to send out as like a bonus package, another thank you thing from me, just for being part of the team. So let me know what that is as well. Okay. And so, like I said, I used to have my text number, my phone number on here, but then I'm going live here on YouTube and Twitter, so I don't want everybody in the sun texting me. So that's why it's kind of blurted out. So anyways, I hope you really got some great information from this presentation tonight. I really appreciate your time. I know this went a little bit longer than what I anticipated. Yeah. But I did want to thank you for taking the time to spend your evening with me. Like I said, go ahead and email me at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. And as soon as I see your email, I will get back to you with a link, and then also my phone number as well, so we can start putting together a great team. Okay. Thank you again for your time. Appreciate it. Hope you all have a great evening. And if you have any questions at all, just go ahead and reach out to me there as well. Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.